Yeah, so thank you everybody for coming along for our online Reiki share today. Now, lots of you are my students, but some of you are not. And so Chantel's not, and
Doing.
Deb isn't one of my students, but all the others that are here today certainly are. And I just want to welcome you all for this little session that we're going to do today before Christmas, so that we can all get started and start to just remember that we're here to really make a difference in the world, but we can't help anybody else unless we help ourselves first. So I'm kind of thinking maybe 2 more minutes and we'll see who else is going to jump on, and then we will go ahead. But while we're waiting, if you want to unmute yourself in the next 2 minutes, maybe tell us a little bit about yourself so that we do feel connected. So I can unmute all of you if you don't want to do it yourself or you don't know how. That's the one thing I don't know how to do. Jody, Sally, who's going to go first?
Oh, okay. It's Sally here.
And we caught Sally putting her lipstick on when my camera wasn't working.
Yes. Sorry, I was running a little bit late. I'm Sally. I'm in Dubbo, and I'm one of Carol's students. I've just recently done my Reiki Masters and just love Reiki. Just love Reiki. It's the best thing. Yep.
Excellent.
That's me out.
Okay. So, Vera, you've just popped up on the screen. So you'll have to tell us about yourself now.
I'm in Canada, and I'm one of Carol's students, and I love Reiki too. And I do like the opportunity today for the self-Reiki, because this is what I try and do every day.
Excellent.
And more inspiration and more ideas is very welcome. And basically,
Wonderful. How are you going at the moment?
I'm halfway through another treatment, and I'm good. My energy is good. It's my husband came down with COVID yesterday.
Oh, nice.
I heard this is too much. This is getting too much. This is not good. But she has come home from Nepal. She lives in Nepal at the moment. She come home to help me. Help him. So that's, the best in a bad situation.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Yeah. Fair enough.
This treatment is so easy compared to the one before.
Excellent. The Reiki will definitely help. I mean, I've had clients who were actually they were students, or they ended up being students when I've done Reiki on them, either a few days before or a few days after they've had chemo, and they didn't lose their hair, they didn't get sick. And I'm currently working with someone at the moment who one of our students, and her she's just started chemo, but she was really sick after the first lot. She came and saw me, and she said after that it started getting better. So it's a tool, and it just is amazing. Yeah.
It would be so nice to have somebody here.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll just send you some distance healing too.
Thank you so much. It does help. All of it helps. Yeah.
Excellent. So I think who have we got next on our little list? Jody's walked away. Chantel, tell us about you.
Hello, how are you?
Hi.
My name's Chantel. I've got my mum here, Karen, as well.
Perfect.
Thank you. We're in Gilgandra. We're both trained in hypnosis and NLP.
Awesome.
Mum's a Reiki master, and I'm trained in other forms of energy healing.
Perfect.
Marie Raglis told me about today, so
Sorry, who was that told you?
Marie Raglis.
Oh, great. Excellent.
So basically, journey on planet Earth as a 5-dimensional light being, and neck deep in my own healing, so I can come out the side and, you know, be bulletproof in relation to speaking the truth in everything that's going on at the planet at the moment.
Very true.
Yeah.
Yep. So we're all in it together. So Kate's just popped up there too. What we might do is after we've spoken, we will just maybe mute ourselves so that we can just have the next person, because what I know is as soon as the noise goes on in the background, that screen will jump onto the front. So Kate, you're next.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Bit of a struggle to get online.
I can understand that.
Made
Kate's currently doing some work with me online, and the first time I couldn't ring her because she didn't have phone reception and the internet was so up and down. We canned it and we just reset. She had to go into somebody's place with better internet and sit in the car while we did the next session. Yeah. So we're just very quickly just introducing ourselves. Yeah. I'm so glad to hear. Excellent.
I'm Kate. I live out in the bush. I work at a couple of trained level 2 Reiki with Carol, and I'm just developing it at the moment. So, yeah.
Beautiful. So glad to hear. Okay, April, your face is sitting there too now.
Good morning, Carol. Good morning, everyone. My name's April. I live in Wongarban, just outside of Dubbo, and just very, very recently did the Reiki 1 workshop, and transformational. I'm just really looking forward to continuing this journey. Really, really am.
Perfect. Excellent. So, Kerry, you're next.
Hi, Carol. Hi, everybody. I've done Reiki up to level 2 with Carol. I'm from Dubbo, and personal interest was my main thing because I had Reiki years ago, and it was a miracle on me. So I will, Carol, get my master's. I will. I'm working, but it's it's just time. So yeah. So thanks for today.
Excellent.
Yeah, moved everything to log in this morning to have the time.
That's wonderful. So I'm actually going to, I think this session's being recorded, and so it means that when we're finished, I think it goes up to the cloud, and then I've got to download it again, and then I'm going to pop it into Facebook. But for the people that are not my students, we've got a group called the Reiki Circle with Carol and friends. So I'll give you a link to that as well. And just jump in there, because then I'll have a repeat of this recording, including the first fluffed up bit where my camera wasn't on or wasn't working properly. But it means that you can actually then go back in and do the Reiki share online, even with just a recording, because what you probably don't realize, but with quantum physics, intention is everything. And whether you're physically present when you're doing this with the other group, it won't matter. Our intention is that we are all now joined here today with the same purpose of self-healing and healing others and healing the planet. So if you want to replay later on, just jump into the group. I'll probably end up popping it up on YouTube as well. I've got a YouTube channel, and that way you'll be able to find it anytime you want to just take some time out for yourself. Now, we've still got a couple of people that haven't introduced themselves yet. So I've got to see on my little list. Jody, have you spoken yet? Oh, Jody always says to make me go last, so I don't want to do it. So I'm going to unmute you. Or I have to ask you. You'll have to unmute yourself. There's somewhere there.
Yep. Thank you. I'm Jody. I'm from Dubbo. In the last few years, I did level 1 again, and then level 2 and masters with Carol. I've been a bit slack lately, so I need to get back into it. I've kind of done a few other courses, and I'm trying to kind of get more organized and prioritize things. So yeah, I'm making Carol's Facebook pages, Reiki pages, a priority to check, you know, daily, to keep in touch and do the treatments as they're requested, and yeah, really get back into it because I love it as well. It's made a big difference to my life. So yeah, thank you, Carol.
Thank you. That's wonderful. Now we've got Nikki, who's hasn't spoken yet. So maybe you would like to have a little chat now, Nikki, and just tell us a little bit about yourself. And then we've got Deb, who's just come in. Are you on your camera, Nikki? She might have just popped out of the room, as we occasionally do. So, Deb, would you like to speak? Would you like to just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Hi, Carol. Hi, everyone. I had quite a bit of trouble with my computer, and I was on the phone earlier trying to get connected. So it's nice to be here. Nice to meet everyone. Yeah, I'm based in Ocean Grove in Victoria. Yep. Reiki level 2 practitioner. Quite interested and passionate about Australian bushflower essences.
Beautiful.
And yeah, just getting together a little home-based business here in Ocean Grove with just a quite small little group of clients, and yeah, just really keen to participate today and connect with you guys.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, Deb. And
Thank
so, yeah, I think we're going to get into it in a moment. So I've been doing Reiki for 24 years. I've been a master for 23 years. I've probably got over 800 students. I started my Reiki journey after managing, well, I was a nurse first, then met my husband. We managed fitness centers for about 20 years. I had my knees stuffed from high impact aerobics. Went and did a Reiki training because the surgeon said 20% chance we'll fix your knees, you'll never exercise again. I had chondromalacia patella, iliotibial band syndrome, inflamed fat pads, and patella tendonitis. And I went, yeah, there's a mouthful there, Jodie. So I went and did a Reiki workshop in Byron Bay, and Zeta Michael said, everybody leave. Carol, you need to stay and come back on Thursday and do your level 2, which I did. I came home on the plane. I had a partial Kundalini rising on the journey, which we'll talk about another time. I got home, I put my hands on my knees for 20 minutes and went to bed. And I got up the next day and my pain was gone from my knees. My swelling was gone after 3 years and I could jog. And that was like 24 years ago. Since then, I've had breast cancer twice. I've had bone cancer once. I've healed the bone cancer with Reiki, self-hypnosis and meditation. I'm also a hypnotherapist, a clinical and 5-path hypnotherapist. I do touch for health, kinesiology, Seishem healing with Patrick Ziegler, which I've done 5 or 7 of his workshops. He stayed at our house. He's a lovely man. I've done Komio Reiki Do in 2017 with Hayakuta Inamoto up in Brisbane. I've done theta healing. I've done lots of different modalities, but it's just really, it's all the same thing. We are all working with universal energy that comes from God or the universe. And they're just more tools in our little toolbox so that we can help more people on this journey through life. So can you guys hear the music in the background? I think I've got music going. Yes, that's the first time I've done that successfully. Awesome. So we're going to start by just doing a very a quick meditation to join our circle. Then we're going to do a self-treatment. And our intention here today is that we are all one. We are all joined energetically. We've heard a little bit about each other, and we're going to really take this opportunity just to remember that we can't help anybody else until we fill up our own cup first. And when we do a Reiki treatment on others, we really should be sending through about 60% and holding that 40% for ourselves. Because if we start thinking that we've got to send our own energy across, it can send us into depletion. And what we want to do is remember we are always the hollow reed through which the Reiki energy flows. When we're working with clients, it's a partnership between them, us, and God or the universe. So there has to be a change of consciousness. They have to be willing and open for the healing to occur as well. So let us all now just take a moment and just bring your hands to your heart. I'm going to bring this down a fraction more. And just take a few deep breaths and steady yourself. And I want you to imagine now that we're all coming together in a sacred garden, a beautiful garden surrounded by trees and flowers. See us all now coming to a clearing in the center. And just visualize and imagine all of those that have joined us here today, standing in this beautiful circle. Get a sense of taking the hand of the person next to you and breathe in the essence of all that are here today. Breathe them into your heart. Know that there are many of us, yet we all tread that path towards self-healing, self-empowerment, and healing the world, our planet, those that we love. We are all sisters here today with the intent of sending loving kindness to all that walk the earth. Breathe all of those in this circle into your heart and breathe out the gift of your love and your recognition to each of them. And now see another circle, a circle of our beloved ones, our family and friends who we hold so dear. Those that are with us and those that have passed over and gone before. Our ancestors, our beloved ones. See them all standing hand in hand, embracing our circle of newfound friends. And breathe them also into your heart, breathing out the gift of your love and gratitude to each of them for the part that they've played in your life. Know that even the difficult times have simply been opportunities to overcome. For all of the times that we've been in challenging situations have stretched us and helped us to become who we are. Everything is a blessing. Every person is a gift. So sending out your love, your gratitude and recognition to those. And now another circle. This one is a circle of wise ones who stood in circles throughout the ages. Angels, Reiki masters past, present, and future, spiritual guides, and those that wish to be with us here today. Feel their love, their connection, and breathe each of them into your heart. Know that they are supporting your spiritual growth in this lifetime. Breathe out the gift of your love and recognition to each of them. And notice who is here for you today. Get a sense that Master Macquarie Asui is also here with us, sending our love. And send your attention, your gratitude to each for the invisible energy you feel from them in your daily practice, your daily lives. And now another circle, a circle of all other creatures that walk this earth, those that swim in the sky or fly in the sky, swim in the oceans, or walk on Mother Earth. And see them all standing paw to wing, embracing our circle of wise ones who stood in angels throughout the eons, the angels, spiritual guides, Reiki masters, past, present, and future. Embracing our beloved ones that we hold so dear. embracing our circle of newfound friends, embracing us. Breathe in the gift of their support, their love. And breathe out the gift of your recognition, your gratitude, your love, sending that to all that walk on this earth, that swim in the oceans, fly in the skies, and see us all standing on Mother Earth. Get a sense of tree roots going down into the Earth Mother, drawing up her love, her energy. And get a sense of the energy from Father Sky above, flowing in through your crown, filling you up, just for today, to let go of anger. Just for today, let go of worry. Just for today, count your many blessings. Just for today, do your work honestly. And just for today, be kind to your neighbor and every living thing. But please also remember that includes you. Be kind to you. Fill up your cup, fill up your heart, and let it expand out to all those in our circles throughout the ages. All other Reiki people that are connected with us here today, through loving thoughts, through intention, through the acts that they use when they're healing themselves and others. For we are all one. And send out your love to Mother Earth, Father Sky, and to all. And know that in doing so, what we send out comes back tenfold. We are all one. So when you're ready, slowly opening your eyes and coming back to the room as we now commence our Reiki self-treatment, as I let Maxine into the room. So thank you, everyone. And welcome Maxine, who's just joined us here. Maxine, we're all about to commence our self-treatment now. We've just done a little meditation. And so I ask that all of you just stand in the stillness or sit in the stillness for a moment. Bring the hands into Gasho or Gaso. Imagine filling up with light. That energy flowing in through the crown, as if your body were a glass beaker filling up with universal life force energy. Let it fill your feet as you connect to the Earth Mother, drawing earthly ki up with this universal energy. And let it flow up through your legs, to your knees, your thighs, your hips, and into the trunk of your body. And as it rises up, washing through every organ, every muscle, through each of the chakras, know that you are a being of light. Let it flow up to the heart. And from the heart, let it flow down through your arms, remembering that our hands are an extension of our heart center. Let it also fill your head and overflow so that you are now standing or sitting in a bubble of light, a cocoon of light that mingles with your aura. And as you relax now, we're going to begin our Reiki self-treatment. So just gently bringing those hands to the eyes. And as you leave your hands over your eyes, remember that we are not just working with the physical eyes, we're also working with the third eye to open up our intuition and our knowledge. Working with the pituitary gland the prefrontal cortex of the brain, giving us clearer thinking, clearer sight. I know that some of you probably have different hand positions, but do remember, Master Sui had 3 to 5 main positions. The rest was intuition with the 3 pillars of Reiki. Firstly, drawing the energy in and sitting in stillness with Gassel. Then bringing the hands to prayer position in front of the third eye, Reiki hold, asking that our hands are guided to where they need to be. Then the third pillar, Chiri hold, hand placements, guided also by our intuition for where is in need the most. So just go within and let the energy flow to wherever is needed, for Reiki has an intelligence of its own. And we draw what we need through the hands. Now moving to the second position, the temples. Quite often I'll do my self-treatment when I'm in bed because I can lie back and just relax. And that might be first thing in the morning or last thing at night. And remember, we don't always take the time for ourselves, which is why we're making this a priority today. But if you're running out of time, know that you can just balance your chakras or even just fall asleep with your hands on your body and the energy will flow. So as we work over the temples, we're also working over the brain, calming our mind, our thoughts. And just being fully present in the moment. Your arms getting tired, feel free to take them and shake them and bring them back. But even lean on the table, because you need to be comfortable too. Moving to the third position, just over the ears. Let's just shake those arms for a moment and give a little stretch before we move on to the next position at the back of the head. So just looking through the back part of the head, working in the lower limbic part of the brain, a fight or flight center. For some reason, that camera's just gone a little fuzzy. I'm not sure what's going on. We work here, we come. Remember our Reiki precepts, letting go, worry, letting go, anger. In this moment, all is well. Just for today. Be present in all that we do. And then let's move on to the next position. That's right. So you can, for some reason, as I said, that looks like it's gone a little fuzzy. So we can take this position like so or like so, whichever feels best for you. Remember that when we walk on the throat, it's also about helping us learn to stand up for ourselves and speak our truth, to ask for help when we need it, and to communicate more deeply from the heart. Now let's bring the hands to the heart position of the heart chakra. And know that this is also about sending energy to our heart and to our lungs and to that heart chakra, which is really about loving kindness, compassion, forgiveness, and all forms of love. Feel the energy filling up your heart. And as it does, remember, as we let go of judgment of others and of ourselves, we remember that We're all like the yin-yang symbol. There is light and there is dark in all of us. Yet within the light there is darkness, and within the darkness there is light. Yet both these aspects of the true self are in constant flow. We cannot have mountains without valleys. We must have the yin and the yang, feminine and the masculine. For without the dark side, we do not truly appreciate the light. Everything is in a constant flow, a state of balance and harmony that simply ebbs and flows. Yet we need all of these things to be whole. And as we choose to forgive others and ourselves, know that each person is doing the best they can based on the history of their own lives. That when we know better, we generally do better. Yet holding on to bitterness or anger simply stops us from moving forward. And as we choose to bless and dismiss, to forgive and let go, we come back into what's important for us, so that we are authentic and treat others in accordance with their own values and standards, not theirs. So if you've got anyone that's been giving you grief, past and present, get a sense of seeing them now in front of you. And I want you to begin to send an infinity symbol around the back of them and around the back of you, a figure 8. You see that energy swirling backwards and forwards. Then visualize a giant sword coming down and cutting it in half. See their energy spring back and surround their aura. And see yours come back to you. Then mentally say, I now return back to you that which belongs to you. And I draw back to me those parts of me that belong to me. I forgive you and I set us both free. Go in peace. And feel the lightness come into your heart as you let go of the impact that they've had on you for all these years and choose peace instead of anger. Choose love instead of hate. Choose wholeness and being authentic and walking your path, being the best of who you can be regardless of others. And know that in this moment all is well. You are enough. You are everything you've come here to be in this lifetime. Hold your head up high and simply be you. And now let's move to the next hand position of the solar plexus. So we're here. And of course, the solar plexus position, it's not just about the solar plexus, but the solar plexus is about stepping into your own personal power. It's about your self-esteem, knowing that you are enough on every level. But look how far you've come, look at all the things you've overcome, and know you are still standing. There's something that's within you that knows you need to be here. Step into your power today. And know that nobody knows you like you do. All those old negative self-defeating programs for someone else's opinion. And you don't have to buy into that, because they use those words because they were programmed to. Time to let it go and know that you are good enough, smart enough, beautiful enough, you're strong enough, and you're lovable enough. And know that you must give that love back to you first. If you want anyone to love you, it comes from you. This hand position also covers stomach and the spleen, the liver, the gallbladder, the pancreas. And metaphysically, all of those organs, of course, are about digesting thoughts and emotions, anger, fear, worry, feeling attacked by life, the immune system. And all of these things can heal when we truly love ourselves. So give back to you, and know you deserve only good things in this life. No more punishing yourself. It only serves the purpose if we learn the lessons. And as we let them go and come back into, I deserve to be loved. I choose to love myself. Miracles happen. Lives change. Those that are around us respond differently to us. So fill up your cup today. And know that you are enough. And now, next position, the V of the tummy, of the ovaries, if you've still got them. And remember that this sexual or sacral chakra is all about you, your creative mind, your creative spirit, nurturing the self. This is the womb of creation. And so often we give to so many others. And I know many women have issues here. Our intestines are about digesting those emotions too. The ovaries are about us expressing our femininity or masculinity. And that means the yin as well as the yang. It means asking for help when we need it and letting others help us. And it means working with that creative spirit and nurturing that inner child that resides within each of us. Doing something every day simply to nurture the self. It might mean going for a walk in nature. It might mean stopping and reading a book or resting on a chair somewhere. Simply taking time to honor who you are. And when we do this, we send a powerful message out to the universe also. I am worthy. So we put the boundaries in place around our time, our energy, and teach people how to treat us differently, because we treat ourselves differently. So many of our clients will lie down on a bed and place their hands in different parts. Take note of this. If they place their hands over their heart, it often means they've got heartache. If they place their hands over the solar plexus, it feels like they don't feel like they've got their personal power. And often this is because that chakra is spinning under its normal rate. It's slowed down. For men that are angry, it means that chakra is out of balance and spinning too fast. But many, many women I see place their hands over the tummy to nurture the self, to give back to the self, because they never take time to do that. They're always so busy caring for others. So send that energy back to you. And remember your own inner child. You were born perfect. And it's only life, circumstances, and events that have shifted your own perceptions of who you truly are. Give back to the self. Fill up your cup and own your flow. Take time out for you every day to nurture your own soul. Now the next position, you've got options on. If we're doing a treatment on someone else, we'll generally put one hand over the hip and the other hand on the knee. And you can do that too, or you may like to just place those hands on your hips. So here, or knee and hip, whichever feels right for you. And if you're doing both hips, you can do both knees next. If you're doing a hip and a knee, the next position will be top hand moves to the knee, second hand moves onto your ankle. Remember, all of the hand positions are simply guidelines like training wheels. If you've got a headache, you're not going to do your full body. You're going to specifically focus on the area in need. And that can be the same with clients too. We might start on the position they need it, or just do the head positions and then move straight to the lower back, for example. And the best thing about Reiki is we take our hands everywhere we go. Our first aid kit. Very handy. So as we place the hands on the hips, we're thinking about moving forward in life, flexibility with all the joints. Know that even though you don't always know what the future holds, as you constantly work on filling up your own cup and loving yourself and knowing you deserve to be here, even when you take a step or a leap of faith, the universe will bring the earth up to meet your feet. We're never given any more than we can handle. Nothing is meant to kill us. Everything is meant to wake us up so that we come back to self-love and knowing it doesn't matter what we do for a living. The stars not have any real notion of what your true value is. For we have each come to this planet to express all that we are in everything that we do. Our true nature is revealed when we face those difficult times, as we choose to overcome, being guided by the soul, by your gut feeling, the subconscious, knowing that it is always right. It leads us towards a dharma, a purpose. So let go of fear about the future and trust that you will be guided to where you need to be, and that the universe or God has your back. All you need to do is ask and then expect and then receive, knowing you are worthy of that. Next position, so either the knees, the hip and the knee goes to the knee and the ankle. So remember, our knees are also joints, so they're about flexibility and generally stubbornness, ego and pride. Sometimes lack of those things. So as you send that energy towards your knees, just open up to possibilities. Don't get stuck in rigid thinking about how things should be. Always look for, what can this teach me? How can it serve me? And as we start to see those obstacles as a doorway to new growth, new perspectives, we realize when we get through the difficult times, as we look back, that had to happen. That made me care for myself, put myself first. That made me honor myself and understand who I am, and realize I'm so much stronger than I thought. I'm still standing. You are stronger than you think. And let's move to the next position. So if you had a hand on an ankle and a knee, the next position for you would be the foot. If you had your hands on your knees, you might work 2 hands on that ankle, or 1 hand on the ankle and 1 hand under the camera under this part of the foot. We also have the well springs position or point. Our feet carry us forward in life. Often we find we've got foot problems when we feel stuck, we feel trapped. So work more on your feet, the gates between the toes. Our toes also connected to our thinking. And just know if we can't always change the circumstances, we then have to change our attitudes towards those things. To know that we are never fully trapped, we are always free in our mind. Free to create our own guidelines for who we want to be. Free to walk our own path. Free to think what we want. And knowing as we work on ourselves, we gain courage to take steps if we need to or have to. Yet remembering also that the things that trigger us in situations and other people are really telling us what it is we need to work on within ourselves. I'm moving to the foot, or for some, the other foot. If we're working on, we're probably working hand on top, hand on bottom. I didn't think I was going to be popping my feet up over the camera. Now, do remember, if you're not as flexible and you're having trouble reaching your feet, you can send the energy down through intention. Put your hands on your hips and say, get down there. And so if you started with your hands on both hips and then both knees, and then the ankle and foot on one leg, you can now just change over to the sole of the foot on the other side. Or you may, if you work down one side, want to start working up the other side, or even go to one hand on the hip and one hand on the knee of the other leg. Remember, the hand positions are just guides. Do what feels comfortable for you. In some traditions, they don't even work on anything below the hips. So this is an extra little bonus for your feet. You may also want to even massage them a little as you're working there. And for those that are working on the feet or the foot, you might want to bring one hand up to the ankle now. Or finish off the front of the body any way you need to now. And in a moment, we'll just bring the hands to the lower back and work a little bit on our backs and our shoulders before we have completed our self-treatment. I've got lots of resources on my website as well. So if everybody here is at least Reiki 1, for the people that are not my students, I'm happy to share a link to my secret page for my Reiki 1 students with videos, and it's got my manual on it. And it's got also a little copy of You Can Heal the Body by Louise Hay. Someone typed it into the internet and years ago. I found it and copied it or just saved it. I share that around too. There's quite a few resources there. I'm happy to share. I just think everything belongs to all of us. We are all one. If you've done level 2, I'm happy to share the level 2. You'll need to just message me. And I'll make sure before we log out here today, I'll put my phone number down. You can message me there, or you can message me on Facebook, or you can send me a text message. Find me on Messenger. So finishing off that position. And now let's just bring the hands around to the back and work on that lower back area. And again, if that position's uncomfortable, remember you can put your hands on your tummy and intend that it will flow through. And it will go to where it needs to go. Even if you find your hands are uncomfortable, you can turn them the other way. The chakras go both directions as they do in the body. So you could just have your palms facing away, but your intention is the energy flows forward through the back of your hands. It all works. Our intention is everything. You'll notice it more with the front of the hands. On a quantum physics level, intentions will send that energy. just a little. Back positions are not so easy when we're working on ourselves. Let's get clever and find a way. Remember, working over the kidneys also helps to relieve anger and stress and worry. The adrenal glands are there. They can also affect our fight or flight and our estrogen too. Again, you might just place the hands over the heart. Let it go through. I love metaphysics when we look at rules and the physical reasons. One time I was teaching a Tai Chi class, and I would always teach my yoga and Tai Chi students how to scan the body for energy. I'd say if you find a hot spot, put your hands in that position. Know that it's an area that's in need. And I had one woman call me over and she said, this lady's drawing a lot of energy from the back of her heart and the back of her left hip. And I said, I'll definitely come and see me after class. I said to her, that tells me you've got problems with your heart and moving forward in life. And she said, yes, I think I'm going to leave my husband. So the body's a dead giveaway. It's a map to this. And after many years of starting off as Louise Hay and her work and seeing all the other metaphysicians putting out information, you can still just trust a body to tell us, because just think, what does that body part do for the body? Therefore, how can that relate back to my mind, my soul? So we've all got the wisdom there. Just that we don't always trust that. I've been told not to, that we're not enough, that how can we know what we're doing? We've been shut down for too many years. So find your voice. Speak your truth. Honor who you are. Fill up your cup and fill up those that you hold so dear. But no, it's not your responsibility to fix them. It's their responsibility to do the work to fix themselves. Otherwise, consciousness does not change and they don't heal. Our job is to lead an example. Our job is to do the self-care and train others what it is to love yourself, so that they will either step up or step off. But the first responsibility is to fill up your own cup. And then we can ask, how may I serve? That we're not here to serve one person. We're here to serve humanity. We start with the self. We share with our circle, we expand that out, knowing that just by helping one person, it's like a drop of water that expands out to touch lives you'll never even see. And that is the gift of Reiki. That's the gift of love. Reiki is love. And now the shoulders, and you may want to do like this, or even just one and then the other, it doesn't matter. It's almost like a little hug, isn't it? So many of us carry the weight of the world on those shoulders. Today it's time to let it go. It's time to come back to, in this moment, I'm responsible for me. I'm not responsible for anyone else's emotions or reactions. All I can do is walk my path and shine my light. Those with ease to hear will get my message. I don't have to save anyone, put anyone else first. I just got to walk my path and be me. I am enough. Just for today. Be fully present. Love yourself. Treat others the way you want to be treated, but treat yourself the way you like to be. The way you treat a best friend or someone you love and care. And choose to be present wherever you are, so that you can enjoy the richness of life and all its glory. And now bring the hands back to the heart position. And as you do, we're going to just do another little meditation as we are about to close our circle. So as you relax, just breathe in the essence of the life force that is all around you. And feel yourself being with that light, which is your true essence. And see yourself walking in a beautiful place, a place close to nature, noticing all those different trees and plants, perhaps some you've never even seen before. See yourself taking your own path while being upright and strong. As if you can start to feel this kind of gentle, natural dignity just run through your veins like a natural birthright of ancient human dignity and personal power. And you can walk your own path through this beautiful place. And there are strong, powerful, mysterious trees. But they're strong because they faced and survived all kinds of hardships and storms, even though at times they never thought they would. And there's a gentle dignity about that because they've weathered the storms and yet they're still here. They're still standing. And get a sense now of giant oak trees with deep ancient roots stretching their branches up to the sky. And know too that you are like the mighty oak tree, standing tall and proud, just walking your path. And as you walk, get a sense of now observing the life force that is everywhere around you, the energy glowing of every leaf, every flower. Then get a sense of your own strength. And you'll find that strangely and interestingly, you're going to begin to absorb all kinds of new skills and possibilities, new talents coming into your vision. As if new skills and abilities can start to stick to you, giving you even more choices in life. As you open up to possibilities, opening doors that have been closed till now. Then get a sense of seeing a movie of yourself through the eyes of someone that loves you or respects you, or someone you've done a favor for, but really fairly assessing yourself now and noticing all of your wonderful abilities, your kindness, compassion, all of those things that perhaps until now you hadn't noticed. The things that make you who you are. Seeing those things through loving eyes now. Knowing you're good enough, you're smart enough, you're beautiful enough, you're strong enough, you're lovable enough. You are everything you need to be in this lifetime. You didn't do anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with you. There never has been. You are everything you're meant to be. And get a sense of seeing yourself sometime in the future, but walking your life differently, holding yourself differently, having absorbed all these new skills and abilities that opens up the door to a better future. See yourself in 5 years or 10 years, having overcome these difficult times, yet still shining like a beacon for others to see. And notice how you're responding to others differently now. Having learned from the past, but no longer being limited by it. Living your best life. And just being authentic. Worrying less what everybody else thinks. And knowing that all that truly matters is, what do you think? What do you feel? What's important for you? Who do you want to be? And then claiming that as your birthright. Or in this moment, you come back to yourself and know that we are not human beings that are having a spiritual experience from time to time. We are spiritual beings having this human experience for the lessons that we're learning about our soul on its infinite journey through time and space, touching lives along the way. So know that you are worthy of all good things. And today is your day to simply love yourself and live an overflow just for today. I let go of anger. Just for today, I let go of worry. Just for today, I count my many blessings. Just for today, I do my work honestly. And just for today, I'll be kind to my neighbour and every living thing, including and especially myself. Be kind to you. You are worthy. You are beautiful. You are smart. You are an indomitable spirit that rises up like the phoenix rising from the ashes of the old circumstance to create something better, something new. A newer version of you that's full of love and light, because that is your true nature. So once again, get a sense of all those in our circle here today and send them your love, your gratitude for being a part of your Reiki circle here today, in this moment, knowing that we are all connected. We are all one. Namaste. I honor that place within you that is of love and light. For when you are in that place in you, and I am in that place in me, we are one. Namaste. Thank you. Feel free to come back to the room when you're ready. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. I think we all needed this today. And it's time to unmute all of you. Let's all unmute.
Oh, wow.
You're feeling.
That was brilliant. Thank you, Carol.
Very, yeah.
Loved it. Yeah.
We're all in it together, aren't we?
Yeah. That was, yeah.
This journey.
Beautiful.
That was lovely, Carol. Thank you. I feel so relaxed. I could feel all the energy. It was beautiful. Yeah. Thank you.
I could feel everybody's energy here today too.
Yeah.
And thank you so much, guys. I don't know what you guys, some of you extras, you probably heard on the Reiki healing page. Is that where you found out about this, or you found out Chantel from Maxine? So probably I'm going to find, where's the chat thing here somewhere? I'm just going to show the chat. Excellent. I'm just going to pop my phone number. 0413346637, and my website is just carolmacrae.com. And the thing is, I think once this thing's closed down, you lose it. So find me on Facebook if you can't find me anywhere else, and I'll also make sure that I put a link in to my Reiki Circle page. Everybody's welcome there. It's not just me, it's not just my students, there's lots of other people in there as well. We're there to share love and light. We're there to share healing for anybody that needs it. We're there to share information. And if you're another master, feel free to jump in there and add your stuff as well. If you're anybody that has information you think that others can benefit from, put it in there. and let's just stay connected, and let's, next time we've got another one of these online shares, I'll make sure I connect with each of you so that we can make sure that you're there. So I'm going to also pop this video up. I think I'll put it up on my YouTube channel. That way anybody can benefit from it, you know, because we can just remember that whoever is watching this at a later date, sending you love to all of you. We're all connected. Excellent. Let's all put our hands up and send that love out now to each in our little group here today. Excellent. And I hope you're feeling that.
Definitely. Oh, pins and needles.
Excellent. Now, we've done experience like this where we've done feeling energy online. I've done it on a Facebook post and done all this sort of stuff, and everybody feels it. So it's our attention.
That's amazing. Thank you, Carol.
Can you feel that, Deb?
Yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it? Chantel, can you feel that in your hands?
Yeah.
So this really blows your mind when you haven't done it before and you realize it's quantum physics, it's energy, it's intention. Katie, are you feeling that?
I can feel that. Yeah.
And Sally is, and Carrie
Yes.
is, and Maxine.
Yeah.
I hope you're feeling that too.
My
Yes,
hands
absolutely.
buzzing.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
Namaste, my beautiful friends.
Namaste.
Namaste,
Namaste,
Carol.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
I'll
Bye,
hang around.
everyone.
If anybody
Hi,
needs
everyone.
to go, feel free to go, and I'll hang around for a few more minutes. Then I've got to get home. Remember, I'm raising a 5-year-old granddaughter and I've got a 12-year-old grandson there today and the 19-year-old. Incidentally, Cooper looks like he's going off to university in Port within the next month. He's finally got his together and he wants to do social work. So
That's brilliant.
Right.
Yeah.
so happy.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you,
Okay.
Sal. We'll see
Okay,
you.
bye all.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Merry
you.
Christmas to
Bye.
everybody.
Yeah,
too.
Merry Christmas,
Yeah,
everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Bye.
Very
Bye.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank
Bye.
you.
Merry Christmas.
Excellent. That's just been wonderful
Can
to
I
get to
turn
see
this
you.
off?
Okay, so who's trying to sneak out? Yeah, is that you, Kerry? So if you just down the bottom of your screen, it should say end, and that will end your little section there. It's a red button, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Carol. I'll be in touch.
Yeah, I saw Stella recently too, and I've had a
Yeah.
conversation with her recently too. So she's beautiful. She's going well, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. And I'll message you and see what gaps you've got left between now and Christmas.
Yeah, there's not a lot, but anyway, that's fine.
Oh, thank
There's always a way, because I just trust the universe. If somebody needs to get in, somebody will cancel. It happens every time.
Yeah, thank you. I just want to share with whoever's left too that what I experienced, I've never had that sort of energy go through my body. My legs were twitching. I had pins and needles all over my face, down my arms when I went from my hips onwards. So I think I had a lot of stuff I needed to get rid of, because it wasn't until I got to my hips when you said about moving forward. Yeah, I'm just going through a bit of a crossroads. So I related to that. So yeah, so I think
So it truly is when two or more come together, same intention, energy is magnified.
Yeah. Anyone else want to share while they're still online? Because I just
That's awesome, Kerry.
yeah, thank you.
Chantel, you're not very, I can't hear you. So maybe get closer to your mic, because it was cutting out before a little too.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a feeling, premonition that someone was going to share that the energy that they experienced today was very powerful and a higher frequency, I suppose, than they'd experienced before. So that was nice to get confirmation of that. Today is in one of my philosophies, an day. So already.
You'll have to repeat that. The most important part when
Didn't hear it.
quiet.
Sorry, I don't know what's going on. Days and I released days, so I was already emotionally full, ready to release.
We can't hear you again. So it seems to be when you're in a certain position.
What about now?
Yes.
That's better.
Okay. Otherwise, it's the universe saying I don't need to say
No,
anything.
I think
No.
So, yeah, today's my release day. So I was already like feeling quite full emotionally of stuff that I was ready to let go. So that whole session for me was really just about clearing out the channel and releasing stuff. And, you know, I'm a bit of an expert in so much as I know everything. And then when I apply it to myself,
you try.
It's quite neglectful. So it was really beautiful today to have this space and time to come back to my heart and center and just realign and reconnect with everything that I know. So yeah, thank you very much for holding space for that.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying too, Chantal, sorry. Yeah. I relate to that too.
Yeah, it's massive. It's just massive time on the planet at the moment, and especially for light workers. And, you know, as light workers, I feel that generally, you know, we take care of everyone else's needs and neglect ourselves. And, you know, it's like you say, Carol, you know, it really is time for us all to, you know, do that inner work and clear out everything that's there, all the unworthiness and anger and lack consciousness and all of that. And, you know, just do our best to be courageous and shine bright with the light that we came here to be. And, you know, when we're in community,
so true,
so much easier to do that and remember that. And also when we're in community, it's for me, I find it, that's where the appreciation is reflected back, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm underground and in the tunnels and working, you know, with darkness all around. It's really challenging to be my own cheerleader and go, yes, everything that universe is telling me that's true about myself and my needs. So it's been really beautiful to come into this space and thank you again. And thank you to everyone on the call and
thank you for sharing your energy. Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't really know whether I didn't know what I was going to do today. I didn't know whether I was going to talk through or just do hand positions. And I went, no, just I'll just let it flow. Just trust that there's a few words in there that can help somebody and connect with them. And just think our energy aligns us, so we draw to us the people that are in harmony with the frequency that we're putting out on the day and what we need to hear. Excellent.
That's great. It's given me confidence to do my own Reiki again, because when I do it for myself, I'm too focused on other things, but when I'm doing Reiki on someone else, I give it 110%. I start wafting and thinking about, I didn't get meat out of the freezer, and I'm like, oh, can't do it. That was really good.
Excellent.
Taking it to the next level. So
excellent. That's awesome. Thanks, beautiful Kerry. That's wonderful.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks, thanks, Deb, so much.
Yeah. Okay. Bye-bye. Have a great day.
Enjoy the rest of your days.
Excellent. Thank you, beautiful souls, beautiful ladies. And I'll see you on the next one, if not before. See you, Kerry.
Bye-bye.
Love and blessings to everyone. Bye.
Bye.